Hello everyone, my name is Lukman Kolapobelo, and in this video I'll walk you through the steps involved in running plagiarism check on Turnitin, especially for our desk officers who relate directly with the students at the study centers. And of course, when you are done watching this video, I expect you to be able to analyze the different components of the Turnitin interface, upload documents on Turnitin, download Turnitin reports, and provide relevant information to students on how to review their documents. And in doing this, I'm going to take us through the two phases that are involved. The first one will have to do with how you can upload documents on Turnitin, and phase two will have to do with how you can download documents on Turnitin. Under this phase one, there are 5 simple steps that I've identified which you can follow to easily log in and upload your documents on Turnitin. The first step is that you log in with your details, click on your class, click on submit or resubmit button. I'm going to expatiate on this when we get to the practical session. Then fill your details and attach the Microsoft Word file. Then lastly, you click on confirm to upload the document. Now let's go to the practical session. Let's go to the Turnitin page and follow these 5 steps in uploading our document, and you will see how easy it is. Now when you are enrolled in a class, you will be sent an email, and from that email you can easily log in into your Turnitin account. So I have a mail here when I was enrolled in a particular class. So I click on this email so that I'll be able to log in. So when it opens, you will see login now. Then you can easily click here to log into your to the Turnitin page where you can put in your credentials and log into the Turnitin. That opens another tab for you. You can see the tab coming on. So I put my email address here, then the password, then I click on login. That's the first thing you need to do. You need to log in into the Turnitin. Then when you log in, you will see your class, the class that you've been enrolled. Then here I have postgraduates. This is the class. I've been enrolled in this class. Then I can click on this postgraduate class to enter my class. Just click on that postgraduate, then it opens the class for you. Now this is the class. You can see the class homepage. And here, because I've submitted a document here, originally when you are opening this one, in your own case, when you are using it for the first time, there will be nothing here. And instead of resubmit here, you will have submit button. So you just click here to submit a document. But because I've uploaded a file here, it will just prompt me that after 3 submissions, it will take more than 24 hours for the similarity reports to come back. So you just click on OK. Then it takes me to a page where I can put in, fill the title of the document, then upload the file. Now this is the page. You will see you have your name there already. You will have your name because I have been enrolled. I cannot change my name as student. So the name is there. I will just add the submission title. Anything, it depends on what you are uploading. In my own case, I will call it plagiarism test. Let me just call it plagiarism test. Then you scroll down, you look for where you attach your document. It will just tell you choose from this computer, choose from the Dropbox, anywhere you want to choose from. In this case, I have the document on my computer, so I click here and it takes me straight to where I can search for my document and attach it. The same way you attach your document when you are sending your mails and some other things, it's very simple. So let's say I have my document on Turnitin training. I will just click here. Then I pick plagiarism test. That's the name of the document. Then I click open. So after this, I will click upload. As soon as I click this upload, my document will be uploaded and will be submitted. And that is the end. That is the end of the first phase. These are the 5 simple steps you need to take when you want to upload your documents on Turnitin. Now let's go back to our slides to see the steps involved in the second phase of the Turnitin upload. Now for the second part, for the second phase, phase 2, which has to do with download of the document, download document. Now there are steps you need to follow as well. Let me show you the steps, then we go back to the Turnitin page and see how we are going to practicalize this as well as we have done for the first one. Now the first thing is almost the same thing. You log in with your details, you click on your class. Now here you click on the similarity index. I will show you when we get to the practical class. Then you click on the download button at the right side. Then you click on download the current view to get the PDF version of the document, which you will give to your students to work with. Now let's go back to the practical session. Let's go back to the Turnitin page and look at how we are going to follow these steps and get our file downloaded. Now, as we have done with the first phase, also we need to log in. So you click on login now to log in into Turnitin, where you will supply your details. Then you'll be able to go to your class. So here I supply my email address and password. Then I click on login. So when you log in, it takes you here where you will click on your class the same way you have done for the first phase. You click on postgraduate class here, and it takes you straight to your class. As you can see here, you now have the similarity index displayed here, and it depends on the volume of documents Turnitin needs to work with at a time that will determine when the report will come back. In some cases, in less than 1 hour, you have your report, and in some cases, it may take more than 24 hours, more than 24 hours before you get your results. But here, our result is ready, and you can see the similarity index, which is 96%, which is extremely on the high side. So for you to download the document now, you now need to click on that similarity index, that figure, 96%. Click on it. So when you click on it, you will be able to download the document. Now, when you click on the similarity index, it gives you a new page. It opens a new page where you will have the report and the full document. You will see here you have the 96%, which is the similarity index. So when you click here, you see many of these reports there. But what we are going to do is to download the document. So you come here, you see this document, the download button here. So you click on the download button. When you click on download button, it gives you 3 options here. You either download the current view, or you download the digital receipts, and you can also download the originally submitted file, that is the watch document, the original document that you submitted. You need to click on this download the current view. Click on this first option, then it will download the document for you. And after you click on download the current view, it takes a while. After some minutes, depends on the network, it brings you this box where you be able to click on OK. When you click on OK, it downloads the PDF file for you. Now the download is ready, and here is the PDF version of the download. You can see everywhere highlighted red, meaning that this material has been highly plagiarized. Then you scroll down. When you scroll down, immediately after the document, you have the report. The report is here. You can see 96% similarity index, very high. And you can see the analysis here. Now let me quickly take us through some of this analysis. Now, when you have a very high similarity index like this, now the first thing you need to do, because it goes beyond downloading the documents and give to your students as a Turnitin report. You need to also guide them on how they will be able to work on the content and reduce the level of similarity index. This can actually go down. It can go down to even less than 20 if you work on it very well. But it has some techniques, and I will quickly walk us through what I used to do with this when I have high similarity index like this. You can have here this area highlighted red has the highest level of similarity. It contributes significantly to the level of similarity. That is what it means. So if you want to work on this, you need to go back to the document and look at all the areas highlighted red, which is numbered 1. Let's go to the report briefly before I show us how we are going to reduce it. You can see here all these areas highlighted red. You can see 1 highlighted red. In the entire document, you will go to the entire document and check all these areas that are highlighted red. Then you need to work on all those areas. As you are working on the areas, the similarity index begins to drop. It's as simple as that. You need to work on all those areas to reduce the level of similarity index. So when you are done with the first one, then you pick the second one. Any area highlighted this color and number 2, you work on it the same way you have done with this. But how do you do this? You need to be able to guide your students appropriately so that they'll be able to work on the content and reduce the level of similarity. Now, what I used to do, let me quickly show us what I used to do with a report like this. Now, let me quickly show you the 2 approaches that I used to use when I work with similarity index like this. The first thing I used to do is paraphrasing. And the second approach is expanding the discussion. Now, by paraphrasing, what it means is that you need to restate in your own words someone else's ideas. Okay, the idea of another person, you need to restate in your own words. But mind you, the words and structure of the sentence of the original author should be changed, but you don't have to alter the content or the meaning. You need to retain the meaning of the original author. So if you are paraphrasing, you should bear it in mind that you are presenting this in your own words, but the meaning and the content of the original author should not be tampered with. Okay, that's the first thing. So in that document that we have just downloaded now, the student needs to work on it, go back to all those highlighted areas, especially those areas that are highlighted red. You need to paraphrase. Paraphrasing means you need to restructure the sentences. You need to restate in your own words. And when you do this, you should not alter the content. You should not alter the meaning of the original author. And mind you, even after paraphrasing, you still need to cite properly. You still need to put the author's name, the original author's name, Bello and additional 2020. If you have quoted from Bello and additional 2020, for instance, even after paraphrasing, you still need to put it there. Okay, so that is the first thing. That is the first approach, and it works effectively. If you do that, when you run it again, the level of plagiarism, the similarity index goes down drastically. Now, the second approach is expanding discussion. This is quite very simple because ideally, when you cite a particular author, you need to um, uh, explain. You need to use like two or three sentences to explain what the original author says, and that is practically your contribution to knowledge. So when you quote someone, when you cite someone in your document, tell your students that when they cite someone in their document, they need to provide explanation in their own words what the original author says. And when you do that, when you expand your discussion along that line, the level of similarity index reduces drastically. And when you work with a combination of these two approaches on your document, you will be able to reduce the level of similarity index to the acceptable level. So as a desk officer, you need to perform three main functions when it comes to this plagiarism check. You need to be able to upload the documents. Second thing is that you need to be able to download the documents. And lastly, you should be able to advise your students appropriately, guide them appropriately on how they can use a combination of these two approaches and some other approaches that have been identified by scholars to reduce the level of plagiarism to the acceptable level that the institution has specified for us. Thank you for watching.